Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up week 18 in my Hobonichi Cousin. So if you're new here, my name is Sarah and this is PlantheGrind. And I was just pointing out, and I have to focus on this, I have made it to inbox 0 all week. Yay! So anyway, back to the intro. This is Sarah and PlantheGrind. We focus on functional planning and we really incorporate work into our planning routine and managing all the things and a little bit of personal growth and kind of continuous improvement in our own lives over on my Patreon. So if you're interested in my Patreon, check out the link in the description. So we're getting into it. This is my weekly spread. So I love the weekly spread because I'm a big fan of visual management. So I do continuous improvement and lean, and I just love visual management. So this spread, I love it because it shows me how the week is going to unfold. I am sorry if you hear my son in the background. This is the 5th time I'm trying to do this, and he's being crazy. So anyhow, I'm getting into it here, and I'm just putting in my daily management. So check out my daily management video. And it's really a focus on routines. And I break down and I do the same thing every day. It helps me create my dashboards, my metrics, see how my team is going towards our goals and the functional things that we do. Also, I like to use a sticker when I'm running a meeting. I run a lot of projects. I have a team reporting to me, like I said. So I use the stickers to help me. It blocks the time, and it also adds some urgency behind the meeting. So, because I have to prepare for it, I need to have the agenda. I have to run it. I can't go into a meeting all willy-nilly. So I just really hate when people don't run meetings well, and it's such a waste of time, and I just don't want to be that person. So I try to always just get to the point, get the meeting done, and if people want to hang out and use the rest of the time to do whatever they want, that is not my problem. So anyhow, I like to get my stuff done. So that's why I like the stickers, because it adds that urgency behind it. So I'm just checking my work calendar on my phone, and I got lots of one-on-ones with my team, and I have continuous improvement projects for work where I improve different processes and throughputs and all that fun stuff. So I have projects that I'm managing there. What else? Monday we have the more presentation, so that day is basically a wash. I'm not going to get much done other than just being in that meeting. And I'm also putting in, it's Mother's Day coming up, so to all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I'm a mom as well. And what else? So weekend is going to be a home weekend. So that is really my weekend where I do power weekends, if you will. I just try to get a ton of work done, around the house or on my YouTube channel or PlantheGrind, Patreon, whatever. It's just my power weekends where I just dive in and get it done. And I'm working on some new series, so I really am excited for that weekend because I've been working on them and I'm going to record them all. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm hoping to get back to my Monday posting schedules. And here I'm just putting in I put in my trackers. So at my Patreon, we do a continuous improvement project, like a personal continuous improvement project where we take a theme for the month and we improve upon it, whether it's work or personal. And this month, we are focusing on mental clutter, and there's a lot of aspects to that. But I'm choosing to really hone in on stress and stress management. And I'm totally geeking out here. I love this subject, but it's your parasympathetic nervous system and all that stuff. So I heard you can rewire your brain to be more relaxed. So I'm going to try to put an honest effort into that. And I'm tracking some of the things that they say you can do, which is journaling and taking a walk and exercising and meditating and different things like that. And that's the stuff that I really like to use my planner for, because I know I'm going to show up to the meetings that I need to show up to, and I know at least I'm going to get stuff done. Whether I get it done calmly or stressfully is another story. But I also like to use my planner, my functional planning style to drive improving upon different areas of my life and keeping it front and center and focused, because we're in this thing all the time. So it's always front and center. So I want it always in front of me. Again, visual management. I'm a big fan. And there's my email tracker. And I freaking love this email tracker. This is a huge win for me. Because I put this tracker in there, I want to be able to write zero. So I am so on top of my emails these days. And talk about a stress reliever. Like, I don't feel behind. I know what I have done. And I feel confident when someone says, hey, did you do this thing? And I'm like, you didn't tell me to do that. Or you didn't ask me for that. And I know that they didn't ask me for it because I actually got through my email. So I feel like I'm on it. Anyhow, my sidebar. This thing is where I used to put all my goals and my focus for the week of where I want to be. Again, my CI project, all the stress things. And actually on my dailies, I'm going to put a little, I want to understand what triggers me. So how do you guys focus on identifying stuff that triggers your stress? Because I am so interested in this because we all, we're all special, but we all are very similar, right? So what are the things that trigger your stress level? If you could leave them in the comment, because I really want to get a handle on this for myself, and I'm sure you guys could help me out here. Because I know feeling behind and feeling like I don't know what I need to do and just there's too much on my calendar, I totally get stressed. So those are some of the triggers for me. But I know there's more. So I want to learn more about myself there. Work, I'm focusing on my 90-day plan. So 2 of my projects have all of a sudden I knew one that I was going to be waiting for resources, but now another one. So that one's a little off the rails, but I can still get the other 2 done, and I'm going to get them done, and I'm going to make progress. PlantheGrind on Mother's Day, and I'm taking a class, and I'm in week 2 of the class. What else? I'm going into my dailies. So you guys know the drill with my dailies. I hate to bore you on this, but it works for me, so I don't want to change it. So my daily stickers, I track all my meals and activity and all that stuff. Oh, so this is the thing I'm doing different. So this is a Post-it. And I'm going to migrate these into my progress planner throughout May. And that's where I kind of track improving on things and what we do on our Patreon. So I used one of my Post-its for my shop, and I'm putting on the Post-its, I'm putting readings because I'm listening to a book. So readings, listening, whatever. Readings, tools. So tools that I learn or observe and learn in the books, and then observations. So I'm thinking of observations. So I want to, when I feel myself stressed, I want to try to what just happened? Why am I so stressed? What am I reacting to? So I want to write those down because I feel like if I just collect them, I will learn more about my triggers. You guys think I'm nuts. Oh my gosh, I'm so geeking out here. Anyway, I want to be better in this, so don't judge. So anyway, daily pages, still doing my trackers. My daily management here, the moments that matter, next action, agenda, to do, inbox, and waiting on. So these are, I use them all the time. You guys know I love these things. They keep me on track. And I do tend to migrate them over to my work bullet journal because, some of them, they don't need to be done immediately or anything like that. So I just kind of keep them in that running to-do list, that next action list. And I don't lose sight of them because my boss could be like, hey, remember, did you ever do this thing? And I'm like, yeah, you told me about that in February, but you haven't mentioned it and you gave me all this other work. So where is it in the priority list? This is also another thing to manage stress, right? If you're overwhelmed, okay, you're giving me more work. What are you taking off, or what's the priority? So that one I do pretty regularly. And I feel like I've been doing really great with boundaries. And, but I still know that I'm stressed. I'm feeling stressed, so I need to manage that. The other thing I wanted to point out, and I'm not on my weekly spread here, but if you look back a year ago and the amount of meetings I had on my calendar to the amount of meetings now, that really is showing how well I'm doing with my boundaries. And I forget which month it was that I was really focusing on that, but I'm just declining meetings left and right. I know that sounds terrible, but listen, I got my own objectives. I got my own team. I'm happy to help out and guide, but I can't sit in meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. I'm not going to make any progress. So that has been really helpful for me. So I encourage you guys to really look at, like, can you eliminate some of those meetings? So, because that's also a stress reliever. That has definitely been a big improvement for me. So don't forget to leave in the comments, because I really want to know, like, some of the things that trigger your stress. Because I'm sure that some of us have some same triggers. So I really want to know, just to help me improve on this. And all of us, anyone reading them, I think we all could probably benefit from that information. So what else? So there's my Post-its and my weekly spreads, and I'm just getting all my stuff together. And I forgot to do this earlier, but I'm putting my next actions, this little sneak peek, my work bullet journal. So I had to do my work bullet journal setup before I could do this, because I couldn't migrate my next actions from my inbox. So the videos are out of order, but I hope you guys are okay with that. So I'm just going through my daily pages and getting all the items that hit my inbox, and I'm migrating them over to my next action list in my work bullet journal. Yeah, so you guys know that drill, but I love it. It helps me out and it keeps me sane. Now I'm going through my trigger list. You guys know this is my tried and true. I do it every week, but I'm going through and just, thinking, going through the list, reading them all, thinking through my brain, playing with my pen. By the way, I'm loving this pen. I just got it. It's like a Pilot Dr. Grip Platinum edition. I don't know. It was on sale at Staples, so I bought it, and I love it. So I'm also just kind of reading through, and some of the waiting on. So the the right-hand side is my waiting on list. And when I was going through, I remembered I had some one-on-ones with my teams, and they left with an action item to set up some time with me on their goals. And they haven't set any times up with me yet. So I'm just putting it there, waiting on them, because I'm trying to get them to run their stuff and not trying to empower them to do it. But I will remind them, because I want them to meet their goals this year. And yeah, so that's my whole next action list and waiting on list. And I realized I didn't go back and actually do my future planning and my dailies, like my water the plants and all that stuff. But I am putting my PlantheGrind schedule on there. So the shop is getting busier. So I'm trying to structure the time better to be more effective and efficient, and being able to manage new products and video content and all that. So we're revamping. And I'm just going in and I'm putting my schedule in. So like when I like to do my new product development, the days I pack orders, and I like to just try to have a kind of an outline for my plan with me's. So I'm just putting that in there. And I just really love the spread. That was what all that jazz hands was. So But thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And don't forget to put your triggers down below. Thanks. Bye.